just how we responded to a poor performance, and it's amazing the highs and lows of this league, and as a coach, after the Philly game, you're ready to turn your resignation in, and you just feel terrible, and you feel terrible for the guys, so and really just a good job by them of regrouping, looking at a poor performance in the mirror, and then coming back and being a resilient group, and that's probably that's a thing I really take from this game.
I know it's not a surprise to you, but how pleasing is it for you to give a message to the guys and to see them act on it and still be listening this late in the season?
Yeah, and to come out against a really good team and bring the energy and the defensive energy was fantastic. So I keep saying we're playing for a lot. We're playing for our future. We're playing for our culture. We're playing for our organization. We're playing for our fans. And I think the guys feel that way too. No one's on vacation yet. It's important for us going into this off season, this important season next season, for us to be playing well. So that's a good win right there.
Can you just describe the combination of the job that Rondé did, and then Jared at the rim with 5 blocks against Antetokounmpo?
Well, Greg, you had the crystal ball, before the game. We should promote you to assistant coach. But really, the rim protection from those two, and someone asked, Giannis has had some, poster dunks against us, and I think Jabari had one tonight. And if you're going to protect the rim and you're going to go up and try to block shots or do verticality, that's going to happen sometimes. And our guys just kept doing it. They kept Rondé and Jared especially, just a great job protecting the rim. And that's who Jared's got to be. Like I have to keep saying, Jared, he's got to be our paint patroller, our rim protector, and he was outstanding patrolling the paint tonight.
And the combination of D'Lo first with the 3-pointers, and then Crabbe really getting hot late. When you hit 19 out of 39, is that kind of the ideal?
Yeah, no. So let's just be honest. We shot the heck out of it, and that's we hit some tough shots, but listen, we have some good shooters out there, but I did think we broke their defense down with our drives. Like whether it was Rondé or Allen Crabbe attacking closeouts early. So they have to respect you. If you're just sitting out shooting threes, they're going to be crazy contested. So the fact that we drove the ball, we hit Jared in the half roll out of the pick and roll when they trapped it. So you have to pierce the defense to get off 39 threes in this league. It's tough because no one wants to give them up. So just good job by our guys. And then 30 assists. That's like, to me, the icing on the cake. How we were zipping that ball around. Quick decisions, all the things we preach. Some beautiful basketball by the Nets out there tonight.
Did you guys do anything different defensively against them this time?
No, I just think we were just we were firmer. we're a little bit tougher, a little bit more solid, and I think the rim protection was huge. I think not shying away when the Bucks were coming down the lane, and again Jared was big. I thought Rondé was great protecting the rim, but strategy was pretty much the same.
Is it fair to say that after losing by 25 and 15 to this team, they've steamrolled you, that this was kind of a sign of growth?
Yes, because I did feel that after the game. When you think about it, it's like they have manhandled us, and the fact that we could compete athletically, we could compete technically, just gives you hope. Because I have a lot of respect for this. For the talent over there and the playoff team, and obviously led by Giannis, and the fact that we can compete with these guys. I don't think I would have. You lose this game by 20, and you're like, man, you're depressed all off season. They're so far ahead of us, and they are still ahead of us. Let's not get carried away. But I do think, we can compete with a team like this. So it's good to know. Good to know for our guys.
Is resilient a word you would use to describe your team all season, or is that something that's developed over the year?
No, I'd say we're pretty resilient. I do hear the comments from the other coaches. I think it's I think there's a respect that we come out and play hard for the most part. Philly, we didn't, and I keep harking back to that because it's still in my mind. But we didn't. So, and then resiliency is how you're going to bounce back. And I do feel like all year this year when we had a really blowout or a really bad loss, we always come back and that's part of maturity. Because youth, it's like, oh man, you relax for one game, you get nailed. Now can you come back from that? And there's growth there. I think we're becoming more resilient.
And within the game, itself, resilient from game to game, but within the game, because the Bucks went on a run and you guys responded.
No, Michael, that's a great point. I think, they made their runs, and we knew they're an excellent team, so they made their runs. And the fact that, I felt like in the fourth quarter, I said, "God, we got to stop turning the ball over. That's huge because you turn it over against them, and they're off to the races. And then we got to rebound, and I thought we did those things at a decent clip. And I thought our guys showed a lot of discipline, a lot of resiliency. Just bouncing back from those runs the Bucks were making.